Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe button. Tell a friend. Here we have another crazy story. Big Meech. Believe it or not, Big Meech, when he was in jail, he was living good. No one was inquiring about paperwork. Everybody thought he was pretty solid.
BMF is out. A lot of youngsters are finding out what the Big Meech stuff was. I know even you said he was after your time, but now the BMF story's out there. But you were locked up with him too, right?
Yeah, on the same compound.
So, meeting the man.
So right here, you have Terrence Gangster Williams. He said that he was on the same compound as Big Meech. Not only that, he said that Big Meech, he had a following in jail. Not only did he have a following when he was on the streets, he had a following when he was in jail too.
Seeing the man and now seeing that, the world is, 50 Cent is putting his story out there. Look, his son is playing him. The world's going crazy. How do you feel about his spirits when you were with him? And how do you think his spirits are now that his story is getting played out for the world?
I like that.
This was before all the accusations of Big Meech being a mouse. Believe it or not, he was highly respected. He was praised. He really was.
First met Big Meech. Well, let me back up. They used to have what you call a 10-minute move in our prison, right? Where you got 10 minutes to get where you want to go. Either to your unit, rec yard, law library, wherever you got to go. Back and forth.
Don't forget, this is where a lot of these individuals go out of their way to be. In prison. 10-minute rule.
There was this guy that I had did time with years ago. I didn't recognize the guy. He had long dreads with some platinum diamonds in his mouth. And he had another kind of tall, light-skinned guy with braids in his head with him. So as I'm walking, I used to walk fast because everybody's like, oh, they go the second fastest man on the compound. That's how fast I used to walk because I got to get where I got to go, you know what I'm saying?
He got 10 minutes. That's it. Imagine that. You got to move fast in jail. You can't relax. You can't take your time. That's what he's saying?
Right. They used to call me the second fastest. So the guy was like, hey, yo, gangster, what's up? So I was like, as I'm walking fast, like, what's up? Who you? Oh, I remember such. I said, I don't know. I don't remember you, bro. And I kept going. Later on that day, it was like, yo, Big Meech on the compound. I was getting ready to go to the front. I said, how you look? He said, you a light-skinned dude. I said, oh, he was with the guy earlier that was speaking to me. I said, I must have made that guy look bad because Big
Meech is on the compound. Not only Big Meech is on the compound, everybody is fans of Big Meech. These individuals in jail, they said they're the masters of studying paperwork. So I'm assuming they studied Big Meech's paperwork and everything was all good. But what do I know? I don't know.
And at this time, Big Meech, I'm hearing about BMF when I was in the penitentiary. He's a legend. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be standing there being quiet and the other guy trying to talk to me is like...
A legend. Imagine that. Imagine one criminal thinking the next criminal is a legend. But either way, Big Meech was looked upon as a legend.
This must have been him because I'm pretty sure he must have told, because later I put it together, I said, he must have told Big Meech he know me. I said, I'm going to clean it up. So for dinner time, they used to let us just hang out on the compound. So we right by the chapel, like on a sidewalk. So I see Big Meech maybe I'm like right here, he maybe like, I'm like at this wall, he at this right here, but he's talking every time when he get a chance to make his way towards me, someone stop him. What's up, Big Meech?
Big Meech was a celebrity in jail. So you would think Big Meech being a celebrity in jail, his paperwork was right. His name was right. Everything was right about him. That's how things was then.
And I'm checking him out. We're making eye contact, but it was taking him a little second to get to me. So I see the other guy earlier. I was like, oh, what's up, man? You need anything, to make it look a lot better from with Meech, you know what I'm saying? So when we finally get a chance to come together, the guy was like, yo, Big Meech, this gangster, Big Meech. What's up? We shook hands. Meech was like, hey, man, I've been wanting to meet you. My heart go out to you because I read about your interview in the Ozone magazine. You're young, you're at the lights and blah, blah, blah. I said, because I usually go straight to me. I'm like, well, come on, let's go to the rest.
So Terrence Gangster Williams, he was young with a life sentence. He had to tell on people in order to get out. Imagine that. Believe it or not, it's very common for individuals when they go to jail to tell on people to try to get out. Believe it or not, the point of going to jail is really to try to get out. Believe it or not.
But in talk, so we go out. So Big Meech was like, man, listen, I was a billionaire on the streets, and we was talking, right? I said, well, listen, man, now that your name ring, because at this time, I'm in the stage of me getting on a positive kick now. So Big Meech, I never forget it. It was his exact word, man. I say, hey, man, you know, I see how these guys gravitate to you on this compound. Your name ringing, BMF. I say, bro, you know, you got to start doing interviews, do something positive. Speak up. He said, man, look, if I do an interview, I'm going to tell them also how to sell drugs and get away with it. I said, listen. I said, bro, right?
So I said, Big Meech, he was respected on the compound. As you can see, everyone looked up to him. They called him a legend. Somewhere along the line, things changed. I wonder why.
You a little bitter because the people gave you that time. I said, but you're going to change the attitude later on, right? So he was cool with this old head named Lloyd from New York. So me and Lloyd was cool. We was in the law library a lot. I said, hey, man. I said, man, you doing this blog or whatever thing for Big Meech. Why don't you start doing some positive stuff? Because people going to want to talk, you know, hear from Big Meech and stuff. So he was like, he showed me, he said, see, I said, okay, yeah, you on the right thing. Because he was already, in the process of doing this. So Big Meech, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That man got to that compound and, man, he had some of the guys I would never think that would get BMF, ENT on the left side of their neck, man. It was tattooed.
So Big Meech, he was so respected when he was in jail. They have other federal inmates was getting tattoos of BMF on their necks. So it's fair to say at this point in time, no one thought that he was a mouse. Everyone thought he was a stand-up gangster. Imagine that. Imagine you putting another man's logo on the side of your neck. They're already fans. Imagine that.
Made it clear. He said, listen, I'm not giving nobody no connect. I'm not hooking nobody up with nothing. I'm not doing nothing when y'all go home. So in other words, you know, people try to get with him just for, you know, the games. You know, for me to let it be known, look, I ain't got nothing, nobody. I'm in jail doing my bid. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So if Big Meech was saying that back then, he's not giving no one no connect. He's not doing this. He's not doing none of that. Why all of a sudden Big Meech is being accused of the same thing that he was telling his fellow inmates that he's not going to participate in any of those stuff anymore?
And bro, I literally remember 25 guys at the lunch will go to that rec yard with Big Meech. They go take over the weight pile. They're going to work out. They're going to hit the weights, do their little workout. And then after that, Big Meech whoever got the wine, he gonna bottle the wine up. Whoever cooking food, he gonna bottle the food up, and he gonna sit in the cell and hang out and just talk war stories, just talk about on the streets, man. He was a very good, humble dude, man.
So Big Meech, when he was incarcerated, everyone looked up to him. He was a humble, good person. Somewhere along the line, his reputation started being tarnished. He's no longer looked up as that good person anymore, that legend anymore. Could he ever get his reputation back? Most likely not. Most likely not.
Humble dude, bro.
I gotta ask, if 50 Cent approached you and was like, we want to do the original Hot Boys series like we did BMF, who would you want to play you? Like, what actor?
Honestly, bro.
So, as you can see, 50 Cent, he has a different outlook of Big Meech right now. Even though he made millions and millions and millions of dollars off the BMF movie, Big Meech came home and they said Big Meech, he wanted a cut. He wanted more percentage. 50 Cent said, nah, I'm not giving you any more. Matter of fact, I'm going to start spreading rumors about you. Is that what happened? I don't know. Only thing we do know, there was individuals who was locked up with Big Meech. When he was locked up, they was getting his Big Meech's logo, BMF tattooed on the side of their neck, the left side. Obviously, he was very respected. Imagine that. Those individuals who got all those tattoos of BMF, Big Meech, when they were locked up with him,